Sports, and we've got a showdown in the AFC North. It's the Ravens and the Browns, and it's coming up next.
First opened in 1999. There's a good look at First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Straight ahead, it's a matchup of unbeatens between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his first pass is incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And some space here. The 30. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it's capped off by the Browns' touchdown.
They are not ready
for elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 13. And some room to roam now. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage and anybody can run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, backside guys, that's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
This is unbelievable.
Instead of the first, they'll have to go backwards for another 2nd down try.
So if there is a silver lining, though, it stays 2nd down, and they still have an opportunity to pick up a 1st down before they have to start their downs over again.
And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. 2nd and 8 coming up. Throwing is Jackson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Lynch. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And they give this time to the tailback. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. The extra point up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. These two teams all tied after 1. Again, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. His 2nd catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's 2nd down. Now a handoff looking right, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Back to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run.
Pass some of this.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 62 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. They'll run on first down. Kendrick, and he'll be tackled at about the 35. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Jackson eluding the pressure right. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got some space here. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
Holding offense. You want to whistle.
Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And to give this time to the tailback. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Jackson now. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Lynch. Touchdown! A great effort there. with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. The extra point up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Browns going to go on offense one final time in this first half. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Second and 5. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Now the try here for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll take over with just 16 ticks remaining before intermission. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Now it's Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Point after here coming up. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception. Navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Having only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. So we now proceed to the start of the second half.
Final adjustments being made in the locker room. We're just about set for the second half from Cleveland. And to bring it your way, we go back up to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. And, Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks.
And that's caught at the 25. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. throwing on first down. It's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. 5. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for Browns TD. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
No problem there on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door. Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quitting here.
0.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw is taken in by Waddle.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson.
And, that would get a wide-up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. Third down coming up.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, Jackson.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome.
He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And they'll get him down here at the 23. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he's going to get this inside the 30.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 1. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Browns add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory.
Point after, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This will be a return from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
He's going to float this over the middle, deep.
This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. With 3rd down coming up.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And now the football is going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9. Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
They'll look to throw here. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year.
And the Browns are well on their way to a 5-0 start as it's So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I'll redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little.
And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards. Now Jackson on 1st down. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. Not much there, only a yard. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 19. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll make it 2nd down. To throw again is Jackson. Buying time to his left. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side?
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20, 10, 5, and can you believe this? It's 2 points the other way on the fumble return. Boy, that got pretty close to disaster. Going for 2, you cough it up. They almost returned it all the way to the other end for 2 for themselves.
You think a lecture on ball security is in order here? Because and it's not just taking care of it, it's what you just talked about. What can result when you don't take care of it? They almost gave up a score.
And the Browns are able to cover this one up. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. A handoff as they run the counter play. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop it behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over. This one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions, right?
Live conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice, where you just pop it up there, no rush, no pressure. I think maybe that takes a couple of yards away from you when you have to do it when it's real.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw is Jackson, letting one go deep for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this Browns defense stands tall. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points.